Good afternoon, evening, and or night. My name is Joseph Tagliavori, and this is Broken News. The only news show where the way we get prepared is we make fart jokes to each other. Let's get right into the news. Our first news story of the night involves the Spider-Man universe. Maybe. We're not quite sure yet. Basically what happened is that the Venom movie was announced for October 5th, 2018, and if you don't know who Venom is, he's basically a villain of Spider-Man that has Spider-Man's powers, and yeah, he's big, burly, and has this dark black suit and these fangs. So, in some comic books, he's portrayed as an anti-hero. In other comics, he's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. that deals out justice with a superpowered suit, and sometimes he's just a Spider-Man villain. But this standalone movie is very unclear about where and when exactly it takes place. Is it part of the Tom Holland Spider-Man universe that we're going to see later this year? Is it part of the Sam Raimi universe with Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man? Who knows? I don't, but we'll find out more about it later this year. Interestingly, they also announced the lead actor who's going to be playing Venom, and that is Tom Hardy! Most of you know him as Bane! That's why I'm doing this. For a stupid bit. But yeah, you know him as Bane, and he was in Mad Max and among other things. Really great actor. But he's going to be playing the titular character of Venom, which is going to be pretty awesome. And also the director of Zombieland, I'm going to butcher his name, Ruben Flesher, I don't know. You know, Ruben, good guy. I love Zombieland, great movie, but he's going to be directing it. So look forward to that movie in 2018. Our second news story of the night involves Blizzard Entertainment. Now, Blizzard Entertainment, most of you guys know them for making the game World of Warcraft, and they've also made some other stuff too. But recently, you guys might have heard that Destiny 2 is coming out, and Blizzard Entertainment actually announced that they are taking over the PC side of things, kind of. They're basically taking over all of the online functionality of the Destiny 2 video game developed by Bungie, the guys who made Halo. And what's interesting about that is this is the first time Blizzard has ever partnered with anyone to do something like this. Blizzard's Battle.net application, which is basically their system to allow you to organize all of their games, is only used for their games, but now it's going to be used for Destiny 2, a game not made by them. The official statement that they made was that they really love the game and want it to come out faster, and so they're just offering all the resources they can because they want to play as much as we do. So, I don't know what's going on under the table, but the official statement is that they just are big giant nerds. Speaking of those big giant nerds at Blizzard, Overwatch is getting its 1-year anniversary. So, happy birthday, Overwatch, you're now 1 year old. 20 more years and you can drink. But what's interesting is that we're getting a bunch of new content. So if you play Overwatch, you're probably like, yay! If you don't play Overwatch, you're like, I don't care. But if you don't play Overwatch, something that is part of this event is a free weekend. You have a free weekend to try this game out. So if you've heard of Overwatch and don't know what it is, don't know if you're gonna like it, grab some friends together and play through Overwatch. Now basically Overwatch is just a multiplayer video game where you go around, capture points, work together as a team, lots of team gameplay. And it's available on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Now, if you have any of those consoles, I highly recommend trying it out. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I really, really love the gameplay and the team aspects. And again, the free weekend is actually May 26th through the 29th. So next weekend will be the free weekend. We'll probably announce it again next week because I want more people to play it because it's a great game. And if you follow me on Twitter, @TheMightyFedra, I will be tweeting out throughout the free weekend when we're grouped up and playing games. Maybe we'll play some custom games and stuff. And maybe you guys can join in, spectate, whatever. Let us know on Twitter if you're going to be part of that. And just follow us to see if we might tweet some stuff out about that. So, but speaking of video games, that actually brings us to our discussion topic of the night. And that's, what is your go-to video game? What is that game that you find yourself coming back to days, months, years later? And what games do you find yourself finishing work or school or whatever and going home and saying, I want to play this? Well, for a first time here on the show, we have a special guest with us. Please welcome my friend Rodney to the show. Rodney is going to come and talk about... Here you go, Rodney. We make our guests bring their own chairs. Too cheap to afford chairs. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, awesome. So, Rodney, first of all, I have to ask you, what do you do What things do you do?
Well, you know, first off, I love music. You know, I've always had a thing for video games, and you know, just chill, laid back guy.
Now, before the show, we were kind of talking about that, and you mentioned PlayStation games, right?
Yeah.
So, what are the games that you kind of find yourself going back to over time?
And my favorite off-gate were the PlayStation heroes, like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro were the two earliest, and then Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, and Jak and Daxter came in the picture, and those were by far my favorites.
What games do you find yourself gravitating to now?
You know, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. I'm always ready to, you know, pick up the next installment whenever it comes out or something like that. The Kingdom Hearts series, you know, it's one of those games that's always been classic to me. First off, I love Disney. Second off, I'm a Square Enix nut. Like, I mean, you know.
Squeenix.
Squeenix.
How do I get into Kingdom Hearts? 'Cause I heard it's good.
Okay, so first off, a lot of people try to play the games in order of the storyline. My best bet, do not do that. At least not up front.
So I should start with the very first one that came out and just continue in the order they came out instead of trying to figure it out. Okay. So you were talking about Kingdom Hearts and about Final Fantasy, and so for me, I think my go-to game, pretty much right now, it's Overwatch. Another game I found myself, I just recently got back into was a game called FTL, Faster Than Light. And Faster Than Light is a game that's basically like this very simplistic game where you're a space captain and you're journeying through space to deliver plans to destroy the big mothership at the end. My go-to stuff usually involves some form of strategy.
I feel you.
So yeah. But yeah, well, good talk, Rodney. It was a lot of fun just kind of hanging out with you, chatting about video games and stuff.
Of course.
Is there anything you want to let the audience know, like upcoming projects you're working on, Twitter, Facebook?
Let's see.
Instagram.
Let's see. Twitter and Instagram.
Vine is dead.
Vine is dead. Twitter and Instagram. You can find me as the Martian Sage. I've got a couple products coming up. The Last Night to a Brighter Day, and hopefully the album The Life of a Misfit. No, just bear with me, but I'm supposed to be dropping some singles and some covers a little bit later on in the year.
Cool, man.
Kind of lead up to it.
Rodney, tell them to stay cool and keep up the awesome.
Hey, love, peace, and chicken grease.
That's close enough. Remember, keep it civil in the comment section down below. We will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. And also, be sure to check out our channel later this week because Rodney will be in yet another video we're doing. It's a new series we're trying called Consumer Retorts, and we're going to try and find out what the best potato chip is for your money. So check out that series. Remember, stay cool, keep it the awesome. We'll see you in the next video. Good night.